Hi, my name is Rob Hendry, and I'm a third-generation rancher out in the west part of the county. My wife Leslie is back there. We've raised 2 kids, and they're at the ranch now. They're both there, and we made a place for them. I've been a county commissioner now for 2 terms. I'm running for the next term. You know, the first time I got elected, we were pretty consumed that time with the courthouse, and that's created some controversy. But the state told us we had to have courtrooms, and so we built a courthouse. The second time was pretty well filled up with juvenile detention, and I would really like to start talking about roads and get on roads, because I am a county resident. I live 76.2 miles from the county seat. I'm the furthest inhabitants away from NATRONA County, or away from Casper. And I would like to continue to on the commission. The commission right now has what they call commissioner expertise from the legislature, and we can now talk with the BLM about things that hamper us and the government, and we can talk on equal footing, and I think that's really important. I think that jobs here in NATRONA County, we have a pretty good workforce that works in the county, and we need to continue to keep those wages up and high so that we can attract good people that work for the county. Terry mentioned growth, and we all see it every day when we go home at night. We see a lot of growth out there, and we have real rush hour in Casper, and we need to plan for roads, and we need to plan those kind of things. Okay, thanks for the question, and you know, I would say the growth is one of the things that's most important going to be on our plate for the next few years, and that's where those roads come in that I was talking about. We're in the process of developing the long-range plan right now, so the ink will be almost dry by the time the new commissioners take. That looks into the future in Natrona County, and it's going to plan for that future. We've got a lot of things, bar none. It's one of the fastest growing communities in the country. We need some more roads to get in there and out of there. They're on the drawing board, and maybe we can spur them up a little bit. We're going to have a road, the West Belt Loop Road, and that road is going to be a tremendous new place for businesses, for houses, and we need to be, that's county ground out there. We need to be involved in the development of that area. Well, thanks. The time commitment is quite a bit. It isn't a full-time job, it's a part-time job. In a leadership role, the chairman and vice chairman spend a lot of time there. About 4 years ago, when I was chairman, I came in a lot. I mean, we were there early in the morning and stayed usually the meeting days, had 2 meetings a week. We're down on meetings now, but it is a considerable amount of time. Lots of emails. You get emails from the National Association, from the state, so there's quite a bit to read through. When you have special projects like the 1 cent coming up, or like the county plan, we'll spend a lot of time on those things. As far as the meetings and attending meetings, my attendance record is pretty good at the county commission. Thank you. Thank you. I was chairman when this came up, and I set up a committee. There was 3 on the side of cleaning them up and 3 on the side of collecting the cards. And what the new regulations are is a combination of what came out of those meetings. Sure. Had several meetings with input from both sides. You know, they are private property. We have private property rights in this county. But at the same time, it'd be nice to kind of clean up a little bit. And there needs to be a happy medium in there. I'll tell you, at one of the meetings, there was a person that stood up and said, well, I want to keep whatever I want out here, that's why I bought in the county, and the question was asked, well, what does the city do? And he said, well, they won't let me keep them at all in the city. So, we can keep some out there, but, like, you know, you have to have some sort of a plan, and I'm for it. Because of the growth that we see in the county. You have to have areas that you've deemed are suitable for commercial use, suitable for light industrial use, and you can take a map of the city and you can kind of lay that out. The long-range plan isn't going to get into zoning changes; those come up as needed. But we're going to look at that. The study, look at the growth areas, look at the growth projections. It's roads, it's all part of that plan. And we'll be looking at that in the next few months, and there'll be public meetings. They're all open to the public. We're going to have public meetings when we start talking about it. So everybody's involved in that. We would encourage you to come.
You're done.
I'm in favor of the lease out at Alcova, and that's one reason that people get to enjoy the trailer camp out there, the trailer park, all of the housing that's out there. It can be managed through a lease. We've got the expert, he's going to clean up, he'll be the last one that speaks on this issue. But I think it is good for the citizens in Natrona County to have the county take care of that lease. That money that's spent out there is spent on keeping it up. There's no money that is made out there that stays in the county. As a matter of fact, the county subsidizes money to help take care of that. And so I'm for it. Ties into the Alcova Lake a little bit. A year or so ago, we started a long-range plan for Alcova Lake in which to spend money out there, and we needed that long-range plan in order to do that. So we're going to build some new facilities out there so that people can enjoy the park. And we're going to talk about Pathfinder as well. So that's one place. The bridle trail, we've spent some money up there, and the Corps of Engineers is up there, or the Conservation Corps is up there right now working on the trails. So that's good. The biathlon, they went to the state of Wyoming and got some money, grant money, and we're going to work on that. And I think that's how you leverage state money to help us provide more things up on the mountain. The skiing, the cross-country skiing, you know, it takes a lot of money. One groomer is $260,000, but we're working
You're
on it.
out of time, Mr. Gilmore.
Yeah, I'm a supporter of the 1 cent. If you go anywhere else, you know, around the country, you're paying 7, 8, 9, 12 cents sales tax. So paying 5 here in Natrona County is not that bad. It goes to a lot of different. I'm just thinking here, vehicles, machinery for road and bridge. We did put a lot of money in roads, but not the majority of it. The library funding for the collections down here at the library, that's a benefit of the 1 cent money. We're going to do some much needed repairs probably on this building with 1 cent. And the fairgrounds get a little bit, not a whole lot, but they get some money from it. The bridle trail will probably get a little more money out of 1 cent. And the mountain, that's a good way to buy that snowcat for the cross-country ski area. There is just a little over 800 miles of roads, 100 and some miles of the blacktop. 1 cent was used to chip seal a lot of those blacktop roads, but it's going to take a lot of money to replace those, and it's been said. There may be some that we do need to turn over. As far as the gravel roads, we're going to try to get gravel in different spots of the county and just start graveling some of those county roads. They don't need to be fancy, but they need some gravel on them, and they need to be graded. and I think they need to be graded more. That would go a long ways for the complaints that we get about county roads. Get out there and grade them. And as far as budgetary, you know, we're gonna have to do what we have to do. That's the way you do it. The long-range plan has to be a living document. It's got to be able to be flexible somewhat. There are different areas that are suitable for commercial use and some that are not. There's a lot of areas right now that is light industrial, and some of the neighbors didn't like that the other night, but they're surrounded on three sides by it, and didn't change that too much up there. Those kind of issues are going to come up, and with the growth happening in this county like it is, and in different areas, it's going to come up. They were talking about us forcing roads into the West Belt Loop, and we aren't going to force roads in there. The developers will tell us where those roads are going to be as they start developing that country out there. And it's up to us to keep track of it. And
You're out of time.